Hi everyone, and welcome to my first video blog. I am Sinead Norenius, also known as the Self-Tanning Queen, and I've decided to switch to video for a little bit as well to be able to give you up-to-the-date industry news on skincare and in particular sun care, and then address some of my readers' questions because you guys have had some great questions and I'd love to address them via video. And then of course any recap or tips that I might have for you to be able to apply the best perfect self-tan application. So obviously, as far as skincare news goes, what everybody is really buzzing about, and it was even on Good Morning America yesterday, is of course the World Health Organization's classification of tanning beds as deadly as arsenic. And this is huge. It's obviously people in the skincare arena have known this for quite a while, but it's great that the World Health Organization has finally come out and classified it as deadly as it is. One of the interesting stats that they had was if you tan in UV tanning beds before the age of 30, you actually increase your chances of getting skin cancer by 75%. So that's huge. So obviously we really want to educate our friends and family on the dangers of UV tanning, and really there's no excuse, especially since we have great self-tanners on the market, that you can still get that gorgeous glow. So that's some of the recent news that we've had this past week. Also, I had a great question from a reader regarding melasma. So I'm going to read her question and give you my feedback on it. What is the best way to self-tan your face if you suffer from melasma? I have some melasma on my cheeks and lips. It's not too dark as I've been using a prescription, but I hate it when I look pale and find that self-tanner unfortunately makes the spots darker. Any tips? Well, she's correct in that the self-tanner will make her spots a little bit darker because melasma is hyperpigmentation. It's dark spots or areas of darkness or darker skin pigmentation commonly found on the face. It is most common in people with darker skin types. So the more melanin activity you have in your skin, the higher chances you have for suffering from melasma. So unfortunately, the causes are not known. The triggers, though, they do feel that there are certain triggers to melasma, one being pregnancy or hormones, and that you'll hear people commonly referring it to as the pregnancy mask. So that's a form of melasma. You can also get melasma from certain medications. They think that's a trigger, such as tetracycline or anti-malaria drugs. And you can also have it with hormone fluctuations or hereditary, and of course prolonged sun exposure. So there are certain ways to be able to lighten it through chemical peels or laser resurfacing and topical products, but for the most part it can be difficult to treat. However, people still like to have a glow on the rest of their skin. So what I suggest is if you put self-tanner on your face, go ahead and then take a dry Q-tip and literally trace around the areas of hyperpigmentation and remove the self-tanner that you just put down. I will also recommend sometimes taking a very damp Q-tip and using that to pick up the residual self-tanner in those areas. So that way you can darken all the other areas and remove it from your areas of melasma. So I also hope that you, as my readers, will continue to email me. I love hearing from you, and I love hearing all your questions. You've got some really interesting questions, and I'm going to continue to do these video blogs to be able to answer those and have that be a way for me to communicate to you as well. So if you have any specific skincare questions and or sun care questions, I'd love to hear from you, or your own self-tanning tips and tricks. You can email me at thequeen@selftanningqueen.com. Once again, thequeen@selftanningqueen.com. Can't wait to hear from you, and I'll see you soon. Happy glowing!